What an insane first day of Team of the Year. So much content. Investments went up. A lot of coins have been made, and we've got new leaked SBCs, new leaked content that I can show you guys today to make us even more coins. So make sure to stick around for that. Yesterday, guys, I asked for 250 likes on that video. You guys smashed 380, and I might be a little bit ambitious. You guys got me feeling good, but let's shoot for 400 likes on today's video. We haven't hit 400 in quite some time, but I think we can do it if we all come together and smash that like button. But let's go ahead and talk about what we have seen on day number 1 of Team of the Year, which was the first 6 of these Team of the Year icons, Zanetti being one of them. I have one, spoiler alert, and that one for 1.05 just got bought. Where is my controller? Where did I oh, there it is, right in front of me. Zanetti, 1.05, and he is hopefully going up over the next few hours because this card, I mean, it is actually pretty electric in game. I've used him for 7 matches now, and although he's not much of a goal scorer, this guy is rapid in game. 90 pace, 86 dribbling, 90 defense. The only problem with them, 3-star skills. If this card had 4-star skills, I think that I would never sell it. It's a really good card, but we got it for 965,000 coins, and that wasn't even as low as he went. Right now, we are looking at about 50,000 coin profit if we were to sell, and Vidic, we're waiting on him to rise up a little bit more as well into the morning. Now, what's important is that when we make these investments on the first day of a release is that we sell these cards before 6 p.m. UK, and honestly, you should probably sell a couple hours before that. You don't want to risk anything. You want to sell those cards before content release. But since so many people opened up their packs in the first hour of the release of Team of the Year, and anybody who was opening their saved packs, they got done with that pretty early. It wasn't like a pack opening, unless you guys are Bateson, is lasting from the release of Team of the Year into, 12 hours in. So most of those packs got opened in the first hour, whether it was the saved packs or SBC marquee matchup packs or anything from the store. All of those got opened pretty early. And so with these Team of the Year icons and with the Team of the Year cards, the attackers, Messi, Mbappe, and Benzema, which got dropped, those cards all hit a low point pretty early, a lot earlier than what we have seen with other promos like Winter Wildcards or FUT Centurions or pretty much any other promo. There have been a couple way back a few months ago that kind of followed the same trend, but this one was to an extreme. Let me explain. First of all, let's use David Beckham as an example, because David Beckham is part of the new Team of the Year Icons promo, and his card has moved so much, and it actually hurts me a little bit that I bought Zanetti and Vidic instead of Beckham. I would have made so much more profit. And yeah, I can be happy with the coins I'm making on the other Team of the Year icons, but when you're only making 200K and you could have made 1 million coins, it does hurt a little bit on the inside. This David Beckham card, as you guys can see, was at his cheapest point yesterday, about 2 to 3 hours in, he got down to about 2.1 million. And of course, that's his average for the hour. He was probably under 2 million on a few listings that you could have picked up for if you bought at the perfect time. And it didn't take long for him to rise 400,000 coins because he did that in an hour. And then he went up another 50K. And then as you guys can see throughout the night, he went up another 50K, another 70K, another 100K. And then boom, spiked up 600,000 coins. He actually went as high as 3.5 million coins and was selling for a couple of cards at 3.5 million during the night. If you bought at 2.1 million, you would have made, even after tax, 1.2 to 1.3 million coin profit on just a single card. And all of the cards followed this trend. Maybe not as extreme as Beckham, but even for the Zanetti card and for the Vidic card and for the Mbappe and Messi and even Benzema, these cards throughout the day yesterday hit a low point just about 3 hours in, 830K for Zanetti, and you guys saw I got him for 960. I was late. I bought like somewhere in here. I was late to the party because normally in the last few weeks, the cards haven't been hitting their low point until around 8 or 9 p.m. my time, which was about 4 hours after they hit their low point yesterday. So a very, very different trend than earlier. So I got in late, but if you got in at the right time, a lot of people got in at the right time and then sold too early. If you hit the perfect times, I mean, you're literally swimming in money with these cards. But the Zanetti, not too bad. He is at about, almost 1.1 mil. That's what I'm going to hope to get for him. Maybe 100K profit on that card and then maybe 50K a pop for the Vidic cards. But that is what we have seen for these new cards. And we can take note of this because I think a similar thing is going to happen for the next release of the Team of the Year icons and the next release of the midfielders and the release of the defenders. We're probably going to see something similar. Now, we're not going to see it to as much of an extreme. We have to understand that. And you probably have to get in, be a little bit smarter, be one step ahead, because now that everybody knows this and everybody knows the trend that it's going to follow, it's not going to happen to as much of an extreme. So there's going to be a lot more competition to sell and a lot more competition to get in early enough on those investments. So it's not going to be as effective, but it'll definitely work. And that's something that I'm going to be looking for at the release of the midfielders of Team of the Year. But as you guys can see for Benzema, he got down below 2 million coins and got close to about 2.2 million coins today. But his card didn't quite rise as much. In fact, I think he's at his high point ever since he hit his low, closer to 1.95 million coins. So his card didn't spike quite as much. And as a 97 rated card, I was expecting this card to be a little bit higher into the night. At 1.9 mil, I was expecting 2.4, 2.5 mil, never reached it. Never actually reached it. We could see if he gets to 2.2 or 2.3 in the next hours. I can't see him hitting 2.5 today unless we see some content today that could maybe push him up in price, maybe a lack of tradable SBCs and packs in the store. A lot of untradeable stuff could push his rarity a little bit further. But what we need is people to open packs. While that does add supply, it also adds buying power. It adds people with demand for these cards. So you're kind of playing that balance. And of course, it does go out of packs in about 24 hours or a little bit more than that once this video does come out. Anyways, guys, this is what the squad's looking like right now. We are about 7 wins into Weekend League, and I have to sell that Zanetti and that Vidic. But it's been fun to use those cards in the meantime. In fact, I've actually been using this guy on my squad. He's in the current Team of the Week, which is going to transition us into our investments for this week. Do I suggest you invest in Kemen? Not necessarily, no. I really like the card. It's pretty solid for a card you can get for discard price. Now let's talk about investments. First of all, we've got a new leaked SBC for Paul Pogba, flashback Team of the Year, and the predicted stats look pretty good. If the card is good value and looks as good as this, has 5-star skill moves, I'm going to be happy, and I think his base card does have 5-star skills, so that's not anything that I have to worry about. But that card is going straight into my team, and it will for a lot of people. Now, yesterday we saw the Sergio Ramos flashback SBC drop, and a lot of people didn't even like the value of that SBC. If we take a look over here on the active challenges for Futbin, we can see for Sergio Ramos, it does not get a good review. 38% upvotes and 62% downvotes, and that's on a card that really holds a lot of value normally. Sergio Ramos, a icon of FIFA, an icon of the game. A lot of people want to do that SBC, but at 600,000 coins, it's asking a lot for a center back that doesn't look all too different than a lot of much cheaper SBCs we've seen over the last few weeks. I mean, to be honest, the Eric Bailly SBC is hardly worse than this from the same league, and that card was what, 50,000 coins as an SBC? So it's definitely asking a lot there. And even with that very expensive price tag to him, we saw different cards rise in price a ton. We saw Verratti Centurions go up. We saw Donnarumma go up. We saw Hakimi as a right back go up. And Donnarumma was a card we invested in at 133, 120,000 coins. And that card now has gone up about basically an average of 30,000 coins if you balance it out. He's up to about 150,000 coins right now. And you might ask, why don't you just sell that Donnarumma and take the profit. And the reason is because we're going to get an Mbappe Player of the Month as well. And I wasn't sure if they were going to drop that on day number 1. They didn't, but we're going to see it in the next couple of days. Maybe they wait until his Team of the Year is out of packs and they'll drop it once the midfielders come out. Either way, we're going to see more PSG content coming soon, and a lot of people are going to put all of their SBC fodder into an Mbappe Player of the Month once that does come out. So it's going to have PSG links going up even higher. So at 153,000 coins, yeah, we're looking at good profit. I think we can make more. So if you're holding on to a Verratti, if you're holding on to a Donnarumma, hold it. I think they go up higher. However, if you're holding on to a Hakimi, sell that one because he's going to get into Team of the Year here in a couple of days, and that card is going to push his other versions down in price. You don't want to be holding on to that card once his Team of the Year drops. So that's the only exception to the rule. So with these links going up, we know they've gone up for an SBC that isn't necessarily great value. So for Paul Pogba, if that card ends up being good value, these links could skyrocket. And one of them is Wojciech Szczesny, which is a very similar investment to the Donnarumma that we just had invested in. And if we take a look at the stats, very similar. 89 rated, gets a club link to the card in question, which is Pogba for Juventus. And so I think that card goes up a decent bit. I got one for 55K. I'll go in on some more very soon. And there's other options that we could go with as well. Not a ton of options, not as many as PSG, but if we take a look at Juventus, we've seen a lot of SBCs for Juventus over the past couple of promos. But Bremer is another option. This card is 52,000 coins. It was 42K before the leak. But if we take a note out of the Verratti card, we can see that even after the leak and the initial rise in price on some of these cards, if we take a look at what happened on Thursday, we can see he went from 500,000 coins up to 540 after the leak of Sergio Ramos and Mbappe getting squad building challenges. And then at the release of the official SBCs, he went up even higher. He was at 540, which is 50K more than what he was beforehand, and still skyrocketed to 610,000 coins. And as I said, I think he goes higher. I think he does actually go even higher in price. So there's still room to get in on some of these investments, whether it be Bremer or whether it be Szczesny, who's 57K right now. That is not a bad deal at all, in my opinion. Moise Keane's an SBC. You've also got the informed Wojciech Szczesny if you want to go in on that one. Arkadiusz Milik is another option right there. 28,000 coins for Arkadiusz Milik. He does only have 3-star, 3-star. You can argue he's kind of behind the power curve. I don't think he adds too much to the value of a team with Paul Pogba's flashback in it. And then you've also got Leonardo Bonucci at 24,000 coins. I mean, you're looking at an 87 rated card. That's 24,000 coins. At fodder prices, that's a decent deal. And he also could go up a little bit due to the Pogba. So that's going to come out. And of course, we're also going to see a Gareth Bale end of an era card. He retired. That end of an era is going to come out in some of the coming days. So MLS links to Gareth Bale could be another shout. And then of course, PSG links, I think, go up even higher other than Hakimi, which is more of a risky card because once defenders drop, then of course, Hakimi is going to drop in price. So that is my take on certain investments for the meta market and for complement link investing. But let's talk a little bit about some safe investments. If you don't want to take any risks, these are the cards that you need to be picking up. First of all, let's look at gold informs. Right now, if you pick up 83 rated gold informs, you can get them for discard price at 10,250 coins on bid, 10,500 on buy now. There is no risk involved in that whatsoever. And if you just hold those cards, you will make profit. And if you get bored, you really don't lose anything. So 83's no risk investment right there. And then if you want to take a little bit of a risk, 85 rated team of the week cards look decent, and 86 rated team of the week cards look decent, especially Joselu, Diatta, those cards right there. They're very, very cheap for their rating alone. We saw 85 rated cards were 18, 19K. Just gold cards were 18, 19K due to the 83 times 10 SBC. Now that that's gone, they've come back down, and there's a good a good opportunity to invest. We know that those player SBCs are coming out. We don't know which other upgrades they're going to have, but we already have that 87 plus hero SBC, so that's going to affect the market once that refreshes. Nonetheless, great investments, very low risk to no risk on these cards. The next thing I want to talk about is 88 rated cards in general, because 88 rated cards are right now 26.5, looks like 27K for 88 rated cards. And what you'll notice is that Edin Dzeko is not on here. He got a new man of the match card, and Edin Dzeko is not on the list of 88 rated cards. And as you can see, I've got a few of them for 22, 23, 19. I sniped one, 22,500 coins. He's an 88 rated card, and whether he's a man of the match or not, that still has value for squad building challenge fodder. And so Edin Dzeko right now is actually not being picked up by Futbin. So his price is listed as 0. His price range is listed as 0 to 0. So it's just not being picked up by Futbin. And Futbin has so much effect on prices. Of course, if you're going to look, okay, I need an 88 rated card. I check Futbin. What's the cheapest 88 rated card? It tells me Toni Kroos, but it's not. It's Edin Dzeko right now. And nobody knows, it seems, because right now he's going for, well, 25K easily on buy now. You can see these cards have been up for several minutes, and you can get them for 24.5 on a, that card's been up for 7 seconds. You can get them for even cheaper on snipes. You guys saw my transfer list. I'm telling you, I sniped that card for maybe 2 minutes, and I got 5 of them. So it is a really safe investment. 88 rated cards in general aren't too expensive right now. I think they could go even higher with the Mbappe SBC. I think that we sell all of our fodder before the release of the full team, just because there's just going to be so much supply. So unless it's a card that's out of packs, you probably want to sell, even if it is fodder, just because of the overwhelming supply that's going to come once that happens. But in the meantime, we have several days that we can invest and dump for some profit in the meantime. So there's not too much risk involved until the full team of the year does get released. Nonetheless, guys, we've got some safe investments to hold on until then as well. And I really like the defenders that are going in to team of the year. So, of course, we have our full team of the year. Let's go ahead and pull that up on Futbin so you guys can see the list of players that are going to come to the team. So we've got Theo Hernandez, Eder Militao, Virgil van Dijk, and Hakimi, and then Courtois. All 5 of those cards are going to go out of packs on the release of the defenders, but they're not going to come back in packs until the end of team of the year, because once the it switches from defenders to the full team, obviously they're still going to be in packs for the full team. So I think out-of-pack investing in a gold Hernandez is going to be a really good investment. Out-of-pack investing in maybe even gold Van Dijk could be a shout, although his card is getting closer to SBC fodder by the day. I don't know if it's going to work as well for the midfielders, simply because those cards will go out of packs for 2 days, and then they're back in packs for 2 days, and then they're out of packs again. So a little bit more chance of that card coming back down for the 2 days that the defenders are in packs. But Bellingham as an 84 rated gold card may be decent. I think stick with the cards that are going out of packs from the defenders and goalkeepers. So those are all really, really good investments to make you guys some coins. And if this video helped you guys out at all, if you learned anything or you made any coins, make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. As I said at the beginning of the video, we're going to shoot for 400 likes on today's video. And if we can hit that, that would be absolutely amazing. If you made it to the end of today's video, the secret comment word of the day is going to be Beckham. Beckham is going to be the secret comment word of the day. So include his name in your comment, and I'll make sure to drop a heart as an appreciation for you guys making it to the end of the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.